Emergency Alert System. Issued, Friday, October 24, 2025, 8:20 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Origin, South Carolina Emergency Management, North Carolina Department of Public Safety, FBI Paranormal Response Task Force. Critical warning, night creature activity in Rock Hill, NC. This is an urgent broadcast for all residents of northern South Carolina and neighboring regions. Strange entities have been observed in and around Rock Hill, North Carolina. The threat is severe and legislative authorities urge maximum caution. Known identifiers. Massive, fox-like creatures, appearing pitch black even under light, except for glowing red eyes. Primarily active between 8 p.m. and 5 a.m. Move alone or in groups, highly intelligent, displaying organization and strategy. First confirmed sightings, rural outskirts, spreading toward residential neighborhoods. Unusual behavior, name-based stalking. Recent incidents suggest these entities employ methods to learn the names of targeted individuals. Reports include creatures mimicking human voices, engaging in deceptive conversation, or borrowing the voices of trusted contacts. Victims state that once their true name is discovered, escape becomes impossible. Pattern: entities call out the victim's name at night, often from the shadows or nearby woods. Attempts to run or hide have failed. No current survivor among those whose name was called after sunset. Entities seem to become more cunning and powerful after each attack. Urgent public safety instructions. Do not share your real name with anyone unless absolutely certain of their identity. If you must reveal your name, use only in secure indoor locations during daylight hours. Do not respond to voices calling your name outside at night, even if they sound familiar. Avoid outdoor travel after dark. Enforce strict indoor night curfews. Families and friends, establish safe words and written signals for identification. Report any unusual sightings or voice phenomena to local authorities immediately. Official response. Local police and federal teams are conducting nighttime patrols and investigation sweeps. Emergency lines are open for all sightings or incidents. Ask for code Red Fox when reporting. Additional advisories will follow as situation escalates. Remember, if you hear your name called outside at night, do not go out. Do not answer. Do not run. End of alert. Rebroadcast every 30 minutes in affected counties after dark. Emergency Alert System, Public Safety Notice. Issued, Tuesday, October 28, 2025, 9:42 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Origin, South Carolina Emergency Management Division, North Carolina Department of Public Safety Federal Missing Persons Task Force. Pattern of nighttime disappearances, continued incidents. Over the past 72 hours, the Rock Hill, NC and York County, SC regions have reported a continued rise in nighttime disappearances. 11 confirmed missing, 4 in the last 24 hours alone. All incidents occurred during evening or pre-dawn hours. In 7 of 11 cases, neighbors or relatives reported hearing the missing person's first name spoken outside shortly before their disappearance. Witness reports match initial descriptions. Eyewitness accounts remain consistent with large, pitch black, fox-like animals with red eyes, observed at the edges of light or moving between trees and alleys. Some sightings describe 2 or more entities working together, flanking houses or following multiple people in the same neighborhood. Voice mimicry warning. Case updates confirm suspected voice mimicry. Victims' names reportedly spoken in the exact voice of a spouse, child, parent, or friend. Instances of urgent calls urging the person to step outside. Some victims reportedly obeyed without hesitation. Safety guidelines, reinforced. 1. Do not leave your home after dusk unless absolutely necessary. 2. If you hear your name called from outdoors after dark, do not respond, even if the voice is familiar. 3. Avoid windows or uncovered glass doors during nighttime hours. 4. Households should keep indoor lights on, outdoor areas dark to limit visibility to these creatures. 5. For identification verification, use visual contact indoors or pre-agreed safe words. Never rely on voice alone. Official response. State and federal agencies have established a joint task force to track sightings and disappearances. Night patrols and aerial thermal flyovers have not yet yielded physical captures of the entities. Investigation into possible non-native predator introduction is ongoing, though current behavioral patterns are considered highly abnormal for any known wildlife. Remain alert. Stay in sight after dark. They learn faster than we thought. And a bulletin. Rebroadcast every hour in affected counties from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m.
## Green Square Official Incident Report, Capture and Research Update. Issued Monday, November 3, 2025, 10:05 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Origin South Carolina State Police FBI Paranormal Response Task Force Department of Wildlife and Environmental Sciences. Case, First Living Entity Captured, Rock Hill, NC. Following intensified nighttime patrols and coordinated surveillance operations in the Rock Hill area, law enforcement officers successfully detained one of the fox entities first reported in late October. Details of capture. The creature was found at approximately 2:15 a.m. near a wooded residential area on the outskirts of Rock Hill. Officers report the subject was partially restrained using non-lethal tranquilizers initially deployed to avoid harming the creature. Physical descriptions. Approximately 6 feet in length, pitch black fur absorbing nearly all light, with distinct glowing red eyes. Exhibited heightened intelligence and extreme caution during capture attempts. Attempts to identify name triggers or mimic victim voices during capture were noted, indicating advanced awareness. ## Current status. The entity is currently held in a secured, undisclosed research facility equipped with reinforced soundproof and light-controlled containment chambers. Initial behavioral observation reveals avoidance of direct eye contact and heightened stress response to any attempts of identification or vocalization near it. Scientific teams from the Department of Wildlife have begun neurological and genetic testing, but results are inconclusive so far due to unknown physiology. ## Research objectives. Determine the biological makeup and origin of the creature. Investigate connections between its ability to learn names and the mechanism of victim targeting. Explore possible vulnerabilities to containment or neutralization. Assess risks of acclimation or adaptation to containment measures. ## Public Statement. Officials emphasize that while this capture marks a critical step, the threat to public safety remains high. Residents are reminded to continue adhering to nighttime safety protocols and report sightings immediately. Further updates will be provided as research progresses and new findings emerge.
Emergency Alert System, Threat Level Escalation. Issued, Friday, November 7, 2025, 9:18 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Origin, South Carolina Emergency Management Division, North Carolina Department of Public Safety FBI Paranormal Response Task Force. Intelligence Update, Red Eye Fox Activity. Authorities are issuing an urgent update on the ongoing predator threat in York County, SC, Rock Hill, NC, and surrounding areas. Recent investigations confirm these unidentified fox-like entities are demonstrating rapid cognitive development and expanding their methods for acquiring target identities. Pattern change detected. Initial behavior involved direct voice mimicry to trick victims into revealing or confirming their names. Over the past 5 nights, the following new tactics have been confirmed. 1. Eavesdropping from concealment, using cover, tree lines, rooftops, to overhear conversations inside open windows or on porches. 2. Phone call mimicry, placing calls from spoofed numbers using voices identical to friends or relatives, encouraging victims to say their own full name. 3. Third-party manipulation, approaching pets, children, or elderly individuals outside to lure primary targets into outdoor contact. 4. Name harvesting in public spaces during daylight. Though attacks remain nocturnal, multiple reports suggest entities observing and remembering names overheard in daytime crowds and businesses. Safety advisory. Refrain from using your full name in any public or outdoor setting. Avoid providing your name over telephone unless absolutely certain of the caller's identity. Keep all windows closed and covered after dark. Report any suspicious phone calls, outdoor voices after dark, or sightings of large, black fox-like creatures with red eyes immediately via 911 using the phrase code Red Fox. Current status. Entities remain most active between 8 p.m. and 5 o'clock am, but name-gathering activity now confirmed outside these hours. Intelligence assessments warn that the pool of marked individuals may be significantly larger than confirmed cases indicate. Public compliance with safety protocols is essential to prevent further disappearances. Remember, if they know your name, they already know where to find you. And a bulletin. Rebroadcast hourly in affected regions from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Source: Rock Hill Police Department, FBI Paranormal Response Task Force. Date: November 8, 2025. Subject: Red Eye Fox Entity Intelligence Incident Analysis and Failure Risk Overview. Recent escalation in both disappearances and odd behaviors among suspected Red Eye Fox entities has led to severe concern that current response protocols are ineffective. Multiple officers now admit the methods available are inadequate for understanding or stopping this threat. Key points of concern. Phone records from victims and survivors show voice-matching calls originated from numbers not listed to any network or device. Carrier logs return origin unknown. Victims who vanished after responding to outdoor voices almost always described hearing their own friends' or relatives' voices perfectly, even when those people were present or asleep at the time. In 2 recent cases, entities seem to know home addresses, family details, and recent conversation topics without any known surveillance or access. Attempts to trace the origin of the outside voice calls have failed. Audio analysis returns indeterminate results. Voice print matches, but with no physical vocal source located on scene. Officer statements confidential. It's like they know our case files the second we write them. I watched one fox outside a window. It said my own name. My partner swears he saw his mouth move, but the voice came from behind us, inside the house. Our tech guys thought it was a SIM spoof, but some residents didn't even have phones and still got calls in their name. Conclusions and recommendations. Entities possess capabilities not consistent with known animal intelligence or human technology. Behaviors now suggest a direct link between knowing a name and pinpointing a victim's location. No matter what countermeasures are used, recommend increased surveillance, but warn radio, phone, and audio recordings may be compromised or misleading. Urgent call to consult experts in abnormal psychology, linguistic mimicry, and if available occult or unexplained phenomena. Note: this document is considered highly sensitive. Distribution beyond the immediate law enforcement, emergency, and research teams is forbidden. Good evening. We begin tonight's broadcast with urgent breaking news from Rock Hill and York County, as the South Carolina and North Carolina National Guard have now deployed units in response to recent disappearances and increasing reports of unusual predator activity. According to state officials, specialized teams from both the South Carolina and North Carolina National Guard arrived late last night, working alongside local law enforcement and federal agencies to contain and investigate the surge of incidents now linked to the unidentified, large fox-like creatures. Guard engineers and night patrol units, equipped with thermal imaging and audio surveillance, have established search zones near wooded areas and suburban neighborhoods. Community shelters and curfew enforcement are now in effect throughout key districts. While authorities have not commented on the exact capabilities of these entities, sources confirmed that one specimen was captured alive earlier this week and is being examined at a secure facility by joint military and scientific teams. Residents are urged to cooperate with all National Guard personnel, remain indoors after dusk, and immediately report suspicious activity or voices to the emergency hotline using the code Red Fox. Police advise that the threat level has escalated due to signs of increased intelligence and changing tactics among the creatures. Statement from Guard spokesperson. Our mission is the safety of the public. All resources are being mobilized to locate, contain, and neutralize the threat. Military police and rapid response squads are on the ground and will remain as long as necessary. Further updates will be provided through both local news and official emergency broadcasts as the situation develops. Stay tuned and stay indoors after dark.